Hey folks, let's learn something new about the oil and gas industry. All right, this is one of the blog posts we do every year that people really look forward to. This is oil and gas sales strategy for 2017, pulling out of the downturn. All right, number one, you got to plan. You know I harp on that every year, but planning is vital to your sales success. You need to understand exactly who your targets are, why they buy from you, what differentiates you from your competitors, who are the people that you need to go out after first, who are the companies that are a waste of your time to go after, and all this needs to be put in your strategic sales plan. Now, sales managers out there for large sales organizations, don't make your sales guys do some 30-page PowerPoint presentation and then it's put in a drawer for the rest of the year and you never go back to it. You're better off with 5 or 6 bullet points in a plan. It's something you reevaluate every quarter. Your sales plan has to be actionable, has to be real rubber hit the road type of stuff. So number one, plan. Number two, for pulling out the downturn in oil and gas sales strategy for 2017, you have to understand digital marketing. We've been looking at this as a trend for years, and we have watched what started off with sales being on one end and marketing being on the other end. They slowly come together where we think this is the very beginning where salespeople have to understand digital marketing. Now, I'm not saying you have to understand how to run Facebook ads. What you have to understand is, what is your digital presence? How do you tell your story online? Because, and we were talking about this earlier, because sales is changing in oil and gas, and the first thing people are gonna do are gonna check you out. So even if your company is large and you have a whole marketing department, you yourself as an individual salesperson, make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date. Make sure that you have social accounts that reflect what you're an expert at, what you're good at. This is all very important. And as we go through time, this is gonna be even more and more important for salespeople to understand digital marketing. Number three, budget for success in 2017. I know budgets have been tight. We've been through about 2.5 years of low crude prices. People aren't wanting to spend money. That is getting ready to change, especially on land. You're getting ready to start things ramping up, and you need to budget. You need to budget for support, for collateral, for materials, for marketing, for prospecting trips, for expos, all that sort of stuff. So put the money in place so you be successful in 2017. Now here's a big one. Number 4, know your customer's journey. Literally, how do they originally find out about you to the point that they buy, and everything in between. The old days of you meeting somebody at some expo or you're on some approved vendors list, that's disappearing, and it's going to disappear completely in a little while. You have to understand why your customers buy from you and how they buy from you and how they get there. Once you understand that, you can then accelerate that process and make it easier for people to find you. Then, this is a big one. This is 2017, number 5, find the bottlenecks in your sales time. Everybody's busy. Especially if you work for a large company, they tend to want to make you do a lot of stuff that's non-sales time focused. You need to push back on that. Every second you can be out there in front of prospects, in front of existing clients, gathering intelligence, figuring out the proper ways to get in front of new prospects is unbelievably important. And don't let yourself be that sales guy that gets stuck in the office the whole week filling out reports. That just won't work anymore. So make sure you find those bottlenecks in your sales time. Then, number 6, don't spend too much time on acquisition. Because we're pulling out of this downturn, you have an existing client base. They may be small, right? But you have an existing client base. 80% of your business comes from 20% of your clients. Yes, new clients are important. Yes, it's good to find new prospects, but make sure you focus on your existing clients. As their business grows, your business will grow. Then study your competition, right? Go out there and see what your competitors are doing. Why would you need to reinvent the wheel? See what they're doing that works. See what they're doing that not works. If they have an email sign-up list, sign up for it. Now, of course, you use your personal email so they don't know who you work for, but see what they're doing out there. It's one of the best ways to kind of leapfrog against you, ahead of your competition, is knowing what they're doing. And then the other thing is about your competition. They're really not competition if you know their business better than they do. And this is another way for you to learn that. Then, this goes back into understand digital marketing. You need to do more content marketing. If you don't know what content marketing is, look it up. It's very easy to learn. If you're watching this blog post, this post is modalpoint doing content marketing, right? This sort of stuff you can do whether you're on your own or you work for a large company. You can have your whole company involved, you can have your marketing and your sales team involved, or you can do it for yourself. But you need to get good, useful, relevant, easy to consume information out there about how you can help people. That's basic content marketing. And that's gonna be big in 2017, and it's gonna continue to grow as it goes through the future. Then, you need to sit down and review your sales process. I know a lot of companies out there have been selling oil and gas for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Their sales process, quite honestly, are antiquated, right? Going to the trade shows, grabbing the fishbowl full of business cards, right? Going to cocktail events, hosting cocktail events. All that has its place. 20 years ago, it was a great way to make money. Now it's not at all. You need to understand your current sales process and see where it needs to be improved. Then, number 10, this is a big one. You have to understand how our industry is changing. It is fundamentally changing like I've never seen it in 20 years. And it's all for the better, but it's changed, right? So petrochemicals, crazy hot right now. Midstream is looking like they may get their business model changed based on some legal stuff that's going on. You have the entire very senior workforce have left the industry, right? And they're not coming back. Unlike other downturns, they're not coming back. The new young people that are coming into the industry aren't to have the mentorship of these senior people. At the same time, they're not going to pick up their culture, which is we don't like change. We don't like risk. I've seen it right now. These new guys that are coming in and they're looking for drill stem or pipe or valves, they Google it. That's never happened before. The amount of search queries for supply chain oil and gas is going through the roof. And if you don't understand how it works, you're going to get left behind. Now, if you do understand how it works, you can pull way ahead of your competition. If you want to understand what some of that stuff is, we did a predictions for 2017, our oil and gas prediction for 2017. We'll throw a link in here so that you can understand. But this is how you do oil and gas sales strategy for 2017. 10 points. Can you do me a favor? If you found this valuable, can you share this? If you look to the left, there's some buttons where you can just click on your social network. And then anybody that you know that may find this valuable, shoot them a quick email. Share our blog post with them. So folks, I hope this helped. We will see you next time.